Hello everyone, I am Daniel,
And I'm Tomás.
and we are here to tell you about our ongoing participatory study with biosensors in Lisbon and Warsaw. In the last decade, following a series of advances in biosensing technologies that led to the commercialization of novel lightweight wearable devices, social scientists have produced a significant number of studies on urban emotions through the use of physiological data. These studies have been varied. Tourism scholars have engaged with biosensing mainly to study in-place or virtual tourism experiences, but also territorial marketing campaigns. Scholars working in the intersection of health and geography have been applying biosensing techniques to study the impact of urban environments in the human body. Thus far, the relation between mental health and the urban environment and the detection of moments of stress have been the most prominent topics of research. Urban scholars have also engaged with biosensors as a method to understand cognitive and emotional responses to specific features of the urban environment. The emphasis on these studies has been mostly on the possibilities of measuring emotions. Indeed, biosensors have been mostly praised for the possibility to quantify emotions in real-world settings, something which had proven to be very challenging until now. For instance, Birnbaum and others describe the advantages of biosensing methods, highlighting the accuracy of the technology. They claim that the measurements of wearable biosensors are more objective than self-reported assessments, which tend to be biased. However, other studies have unveiled significant limitations to the exactness of biosensors. On the one hand, difficulties in standardizing data have been reported due to the significant differences in data across gender, age, and other social and personal characteristics. On the other hand, it has been noted that biosensor can capture the what, but not the why, since it is difficult to establish a direct relation between an environmental stimuli and a bodily response. With this in mind, several studies are now mixing biosensor techniques with traditional qualitative techniques, including mental maps, interviews, photo elicitation, video, and diaries. In our research, we want to contribute to this body of works by exploring the inclusion of citizens in the research project and how we can use biosensor data to allow them to reflect and express the impact of the urban environment on their everyday experiences.
So we are using Empatica E4 Respect. This device records electrodermal activity, or EDA, which can be related to emotional arousal. Our ongoing study is being conducted in Rio de Igreja and Kakrowski Prednici, two main streets in Lisbon and Warsaw, respectively. In our study, participants were invited to take a walk through these streets, which participants completed in between 15 to 30 minutes. In this second step, an interview was conducted immediately after the walk. The interview was comprised of two parts. In the first part, participants were invited to describe their walk and to identify significant moments. In the second part, the participants were shown a graph with the EDA data of their walk on the laptop. Participants were then asked to identify moments of attention, positive and negative feelings, and effective memory in the graph. With this information, we co-produced an emotional graph for each participant. We understand the production of these graphs as emerging from a process of bounded interference. For Nicholas Fazio, bounded interference refers to the phenomenological relationship between humans and machine interfaces, in which interfaces can persuade humans to rethink their own experience, but humans retain an agential superposition over the meanings of such interfaces. Here, we argue that biosensing methods can be thought of as moments of bounded interference, in the sense that biosensing data suggests new ways of interpreting the urban experience, while research participants maintain a superposition over the data they have produced. Such bounded interference means that the encounter between the data and the subjects results in new interpretations of past experiences. Therefore, through bounded interference, biosensing becomes a generative method. If you want to know more about our project, feel free to send us an email or check our website. Thank you.